We live in a climate that it's not even what you did. It's what they said you did.
Right.
G-Unit. Ain't that how they used to do that? Was it? Yeah. 50 Cent did an interview with Big Boy, and of course Big Boy had to ask him about this Jay-Z lawsuit. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe. Let's see what 50 had to say.
I look at it, I go, whoa. So I always go into what would I do in a situation like this? Like when that type of thing happens. Like, and I'm going, I don't know. I hope things are all right for him internally.
Speaking on?
I mean, at the crib. Because in the statement they mentioned his
you talking Jay?
His daughter
Gotcha.
would, being old enough to, because she about 13.
Right.
So it's the same age as his kids when you're saying he did something to him.
Do you ever feel like, man, like there's just so much gotcha that goes on?
Yeah, I mean, look,
right now,
we live in a climate that it's not even what you did. It's what they said you did.
Right.
Right? So it's like the damage is already done by the allegation itself. Like, so if that, like when they say extortion, that means if they've made an amount big, if they talk settlement or sent settlement notices that had an amount in it, it feels like extortion.
Right.
Because you know the damage it does if it does come out publicly. If there's no amount mentioned, then that's just a tactic.
But you will meet people in court and you will do lawsuits yourself, which I love.
Yeah, no,
you be like, man.
I get into it, big.
Yeah.
I spend $1 million a year. I keep legal counsel year round. So I'm gonna sue you as often as you think you would sue me.
Right.
Like that, because it'll look, and they say, once you got the package, you become a target for the attorneys. You know who's gonna benefit the most from Puffy's situation right now? The lawyers. They're gonna look for $7,000 and $5,000 per hour. Damn. 4 lawyers, 5 lawyers at a time, just to come back for bail hearings and stuff like that. So we spend a lot of money.
Do you think Puff is cooked?
I'm not sure if he's cooked. I'm not sure how bad that it is because you know what? When we think of all of those different allegations that pile up, he's cooked.
Right.
But I don't know how much of that turns into actually like what he's up against.
Right. The court of public opinion is one thing.
Yeah.
No, and then they also say, once we get in, then, the truth will
I mean,
out.
that public opinion, he's washed. He's washed up. They washed him like that. But when you think about, it had a lot to do with him coming out and say, I've been sitting here watching you people insult my character, this and that, and then the tape comes out. Boom. So, if the government released the tape, then it would say that they kind of poisoned the pool of people. And that could be a defense.
Do you believe in conspiracies like that too? Or could
conspiracy? I don't know if it's a conspiracy, big. I mean, like when someone leaks something, it goes to TMZ. Like the regular person that channels with TMZ, when you see something come on and it comes on CNN, that's a little different. That could have came from the government itself, And it's interesting because he had different problems with people on different levels. Like the Diageo, when he's saying that they're racist because they was doing something different with his brand. Like these people, these are $3 billion company. These people have lobbyists in DC. If they want to turn it on, they could turn on. And then they benefited probably the most from those parties.
Are you ever concerned with that?
What?
With you being as big as you are, that's something.
Well, I'm not suing them.
Right.
I'm not going after them.
All right, so wise words from 50 Cent. I thought it was cool that he took an approach that was mature when he was talking about Jay-Z because, 50 and Jay have had a little back and forth ever since the Super Bowl with Eminem. And it was good to see 50 look at Jay's situation as a father, a fellow father. And obviously he saw the statement from Jay-Z and he mentioned when Jay was talking about, I feel bad for my wife and my daughters and my children who have to see these accusations. And I gotta be tough, especially if the accusations aren't true. So I was like, in that moment, 50 could have laughed at Jay He could have made fun of Jay. He did say something on Instagram about, is the Super Bowl still going to go down? But in this moment, he took a mature approach, and I want to salute 50 for that. Now, also, he started talking about Diddy a little bit, and yeah, is it up for debate whether or not the government leaked that tape of Diddy? Now, obviously, what Diddy did was horrible, but some could say that could have been a tactic by the government to help them in court. Because imagine a jury, and they looking at this Diddy case, and they just remembering, especially a female jury, and they looking at Diddy, and they seeing that same guy who was on that tape doing that to Cassie. And I can see female jurors, male jurors having a hard time being able to give Diddy any type of leeway in any type of situation involving a woman, because he's been painted as a monster in the media. And when you see that video, it's hard to rip the horns off of his head. Okay? Let's just be real. And I think we're going to see this with Jay-Z too. But I'll also say, when you get to where they're at, I think you need to prepare for times like this. And I'm saying this as somebody who just put out audio of Foxy Brown talking about Jay-Z. It's shine time. I got to do my job. But at the same time, do I believe all of these accusations about Diddy and Jay? No. Do I think some people are out to get money? Yes. But I'll also say this, because I know some females have been reaching out to me, and they say they don't think it's right for a lot of men in media to just outright dismiss the alleged victim. And so I want to let anybody know who watches my channel, we always care about the alleged victims. But it's a reason that we have the laws that we have, and everybody deserves a right to a fair trial. And I feel the same way about public opinion, right? We have to have a platform, at least on my platform, where we hear from everybody or anybody who we feel like is significant in the culture. And I don't mind platforming anybody who is going at Jay-Z or is going at Diddy, and I think my channel has shown that. We're going to cover both sides, but right now, unfortunately, you know, it's a lot of people speaking on behalf of Jay, and so that's what we're seeing right now. So let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.